We have another mass shooting. Looks like this takes place in South Carolina. 4 people dead, 20 injured in a shooting that happened at Willie's Bar and Grill. Let's get right to the coverage.
We're tracking a mass shooting at Willie's Bar and Grill on St. Helena Island. We now have images showing that scene overnight. You can see a large emergency response here. And here's what we know so far. We know that 4 people are dead, 4 are in critical condition, and at least 20 others have been injured. WJCL 22 News' Grace Rodriguez is live at Willie's Bar and Grill where the shooting happened early this morning. You've been out there nearly all day now, Grace. What can you tell us about what the scene looks like today?
Thank you, Lydia. And that's true. We've been here for a few hours now. We've seen, cups on the ground, things, personal belongings like eyeglasses, earrings on the ground. We've even seen some blood on the floor. The shooting happened right here where I'm standing, just outside of the restaurant. Now, I've spoken to Willie's owner, Willie himself. This is what he had to say.
In the day, I'm thankful for everybody who walked away. I'm thankful for everybody who's alive, who is safe, and we just gotta come together, and support each other at this time. I mean, it's kind of what makes or breaks community. It's something that is happening. It's horrible, but we gotta find a way to make good of it. To make it better than how we found it, and just gotta find a way to work together and make tomorrow better.
This is the owner of Willie's Bar and Grill, and of course, he's upset. I totally understand. I completely understand why he's upset. People have been unalive, people have been shot, and this man is upset, so I'm going to assume that some of the people that were in attendance he knew. Unfortunately, you see this way too much in the black community. Of course, you're going to have your whataboutism people. Listen, focus on fixing the black community. Don't worry about other communities. I've lived in the black community, and I've lived in Mexican communities. I've lived in white communities. Violence is pervasive in black communities, and black people excuse it. They excuse the behavior, and they'll talk about things like, okay, well, we're marginalized, and resources are not available, so this is the reason why I commit crime. This is the reason why I kill people. Horrible. You're looking for a reason and an excuse to do the bad things that you do. That's all it is. That's all it is. And unfortunately, this brother's probably going to lose his business. They're going to shut it down. It's conjecture at this point, but I believe they're going to shut this brother's business down.
Now, in these past few hours of just being here on this scene, we've seen people come in and out just to come pick up their cars. People who were here last night who left their cars when they fled the scene, coming to pick them up to get everything ready. Lydia, back to you.
And Grace, I'll ask you more about those people. We know a little bit more about it today, that it was an alumni event for a school. Tell us about who was there. And one of the reasons that the restaurant owner there got emotional is because he knew one of them, right?
Right. Yeah. One of those victims in this shooting was the bodyguard. Now that bodyguard was the owner's family friend who he had just spoken to a couple nights before the shooting took place.
Grace, thank you so much for that live report. We now want to go to WJCL 22 News' Sabrina Lee, who is live outside of Beaufort Memorial in our team coverage here. Sabrina, you've been in Beaufort Memorial many different times. This is a very different situation now. Tell us what it looks like. What do you know about those that are being treated there?
Yeah, Lydia, like you said, I was actually here at Beaufort Memorial just a few days ago doing your standard run-of-the-mill story, and I'm going to be honest, I've been parked across the street from Beaufort Memorial for several hours now, and the scene looks completely normal. And I'm actually going to ask my photographer if he could pan out a little bit so we can see a little bit more of that wide shot. It looks like general run-of-the-mill business as usual from the outside of Beaufort Memorial. Now, I do want to say, we do know that 4 of those critically injured patients were taken from scene by Beaufort County Emergency Medical Services. And now what we don't We do not know if they were actually taken here at Beaufort Memorial. I have been in contact with the hospital, and they have stated that they are not allowed to release any information or status or condition updates or confirm whether or not they received patients from this shooting on St. Helena without the full identification of the patient with their name. Lydia?
And yes, of course, hospitals can't speak specifically on individual cases here, but we know that some showed up because of that EMS after the shooting, but some actually came themselves. I mean, speak about, what that must have been like at the hospital.
Oh, yes, I'm sure. And the Beaufort County Sheriff's Office did put out in their press statement earlier today that, yes, those 4 critically injured patients were transported to a hospital by EMS, but patients continued to show up throughout the evening, overnight, to multiple area hospitals, possibly urgent cares, emergency centers, hospitals, clinics. We really don't know the extent of what this could be or the extent of their injuries at this time. And it's very possible that there are multiple people being treated from this for injuries related to this shooting beyond just those 4 critically injured patients. Lydia.
So much for that live support report, Sabrina. Of course, our hearts and prayers are with those 4 that are critically injured, and many other are flooding in, saying different things, releasing statements. Beaufort City Councilman York L. Grover, who represents District 3, he's speaking out following this shooting. He said in a statement, quote, "We cannot tolerate this kind of behavior in our community. I am calling for this business to be shut down immediately. This is in the heart of our community, and I will call on local law enforcement to do what is necessary to bring those responsible to justice." As for those who are responsible, we don't know much right now. We do know that they have a person of interest. The Beaufort County Sheriff's Office has not told us if that person is in custody or not.
It doesn't surprise me whatsoever. And this right here is an example of how your own people will destroy something that you're trying to build. This man has a business. He's a brother that has a business, and his own people are the ones that is going to cause him to lose his business. I've seen this many times in my life, and I was actually looking at a story, or I was watching a story about I think it was a gentleman that had a nice restaurant. I want to say it was in Oakland. Similar thing happened, man. It was an upscale restaurant that it specialized in, I believe, Black Southern cuisine, and big fight breaks out, or argument breaks out, and a fight ensues, and the next thing you know, there's all kind of people shot, places destroyed, and this brother creates this video just saying, "I give up. I'm done. I'm shutting it down. I try to bring a place where Black people can experience Southern cuisine, good cuisine, and socialize, fellowship. No, it'll be your own people that destroy it." And of course, you have the whataboutisms, but I have been involved in the Asian community, Latino community, white community, Indian community, several communities. They prosper, they thrive. People are able to go out to these businesses and feel safe and feel a part of a community. When I've been part of these different businesses and different communities, I never felt like there was a sense of disdain and jealousy of one another, or people trying to bring down these businesses. I felt like support. So much support. Asian community, Latino community, Indian community, the white community. It seems as if, to me, from what I saw or what I see currently, support. And this is lacking in the Black community. I see a crabs in a barrel mentality in the Black community. I see a lot of talking behind people's back. I see a lot of anger. I see a lot of violence. I see a lot of, "I'm going to burn this motherfucker down. I'm going to tear this motherfucker up," and just have no regard, no sense of respect or regard for anyone that's trying to do something great in the community. This is what you get. And I've seen it time and time again. And you will have people that will push back on this, of course. But I've lived in this community. I've lived in this community pretty much my whole youth. And once I got to a point where I got some money, I could get up out of there, I got up out of there. And this type of behavior and this type of stuff, I didn't see in other communities. I've seen people shot and killed in front of me. I've seen people damn near beat to death in front of me. This here does not surprise me whatsoever, man. Anytime when I think back in my life, whenever I've been at a club, whenever I've been at a bar, wherever, whenever like serious violence breaks out, gunplay, serious violence, man. It's always been in a black establishment, man. Every single time. Every time. You sit up here and say, oh, this is racist. That's a racist take. No. It is my experience. It is exactly what I've seen. Stuff like this, man. There's a reason why a lot of us don't go to black establishments anymore because of the violence, man. I can remember me and my cousins, we were down in Memphis because we have family down in Memphis. So shout out to President Trump for sending the National Guard down there and helping law enforcement, assisting law enforcement fix what's going on down there. Yeah, it's a temporary fix. However, you got people in Memphis that are applauding President Trump. I applaud him too. I have friends and family down there. We were in a strip club going to try to enjoy ourselves, obviously. And as soon as we sat down at a high top table, 3 bullet holes right in the damn mirror, right behind us, man. And we're looking at it, we're talking whatever. We're like, damn, this is messed up. These are bullet holes. As soon as we're sitting up here talking about it, there's a bodyguard. There's a bouncer who they knocked out a brother in the back. They had the brother over his shoulders, carrying him outside, dumped him outside, man. This happened while we was discussing the bullet holes in the mirrors, man. In the mirror. We left. We got up out of there, man. We're like, hey, you want to know what else was interesting? As soon as we got there, right? Cool. Whatever. Pay our money to get in. As soon as we got there, my cousin, he's a big brother, man. This other brother immediately confronts him. Nigga, what you looking at? Nigga, man, ain't nobody looking at your ugly ass, bro. We over here trying to look at some booty shaking. And you over here with the bravado, of course, want to check somebody. That's that anger, that bravado, that abrasiveness, that rude behavior that is pervasive in the black community, man. People are tired of it. And this is what kills black businesses. That and behavior like this. So you got people who lost their life. You got people who got shot. I could probably almost guarantee it. Now, this is conjecture on my part. The people the people that survived probably will never go back to a black establishment again, man. I don't blame them.